I'm muted. I'm not muted anymore. All right. So, hello and welcome to episode 5 from JTV Entertainment Group, Joseph the Voice, 2020 recap, 2021 goals. Sorry about being muted. Obviously, I'm running into technical issues left and right. I accidentally went live on Twitch, but now I'm live here. So, we are ready to go. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I appreciate you all being here. Sorry about that. One thing after another, it's always one thing, but I'm looking forward to this being one of the best episodes yet. So I just wanted to apologize and tell you guys that we are here, we are ready to go, and I appreciate you. It's always one thing though. If one of these days, these are just gonna go smoothly, I won't run into any issues. It's gonna be clean. So I've even took some notes to make sure that I stay on point, to make sure that I give you guys the relevant information. But 2020 has been a crazy year. We're going to be talking about 2020. We're going to be talking about 2021 and the expectations and goals going forth. And for me, 2019 rolling into 2020 was one of the most uncertain times of my life. There's been a few times in my life where I was basically going from one job to another, or basically feeling like I'm in the motion of I don't know what's about to happen because I just feel uncertain. You know, a lot of times people like to make sure they have good job security. They like to make sure that they stand firm on where they are in life and, where they're going, what they want to do. And for me, I was in a really depressed place in my life. Around that time, we were starting to hear a little bit more about COVID, things that were going to be happening, how things were going to be kind of transpiring over, the upcoming months, potentially with all the craziness with the pandemic ensuing. And I basically, in the first few months, we just tried to basically, at NYPB, we tried to just like kind of straightforward, kind of do what we needed to do to kind of just maintain the status quo. For the first few months, we were still finishing up esports. So we still had the roll off of esports going on, which was actually Rocket League and League of Legends. And we were heading into the playoffs, and then the playoffs got canceled. And it was just like one thing after another that was kind of just like becoming really stressful. And then I started to kind of get excited again because the Midwest Gaming Classic was going to be coming up. And I was also in talks with the Milwaukee Admirals, which I had worked for 5 years. What is up, Reese Booker? How you doing today? But I was also in the talks of kind of working with the Milwaukee Admirals to set up a Milwaukee, Wisconsin esports night kind of deal where we were going to be bringing the kids out to the Admirals game, and we're going to be highlighting the achievements that they were making throughout the year. We had, All-American players. We had players that were, going to state. We had players that were, already had won state. And we basically wanted to highlight and recognize those players for all the hard work that they were doing. Good, man. How about you? I'm on my new laptop. That is awesome. Well, congratulations on getting your new laptop, buddy. Today we're going to be kind of keeping you guys in the loop on what is to expect for 2021 and kind of recapping you guys on what's kind of happened in 2020. So we're finishing off the season. Things are getting canceled. I'm trying to set all this up, and then boom, pandemic like hits. Like it's like February, March, around that time. And I remember right around that time, I was reaching out to Ahmad Green over at Lakeland University because I just found out that he had become the head coach of Lakeland University. So we were in the talks of, kind of getting him involved with stuff. You hit your first air dribble earlier. That is awesome. We were kind of in the talks of just like, how can we benefit one another from Not Your Parents' Basement Gaming Lounge to Lakeland University? And as I stated, I was, already coaching for 5 different schools. I was a manager of Not Your Parents' Basement Gaming Lounge. So I straight up told him, I can help build that kind of relationship, that bridge between the high schools and the colleges, and start to kind of give you an opportunity to, check out some of these students and be able to hopefully maybe even recruit some of them onto your campus. And I started to build this relationship up with them over at Lakeland University. I met with Ahmad Green. I remember sitting down at the table with him, walking into the room, and I was like, I felt intimidated. Like I was a little shaky. I was like, man, this is crazy. Like I've worked in sports and I've been around sports athletes, but like, I don't know, this one felt different because it was all on me. It was everything about it was like on my shoulders. Like the pressure was on. And I got to sit down and we got to a great talk. It was me, Amon, Ian, believe Sam there. I'm not 100% sure, but there was a couple people. There was like 5 of us in the room, And we're kind of just like shooting the breeze. And I remember at the end of the meeting, I look over at Amon and I'm like, hey, man, I was like, maybe one of these days I can hit you up and we can play some games soon. And, honestly, thinking about it, I was just kind of saying that, hoping that it would happen, but I didn't really think anything of it at the time. And later on that week, I had some time that weekend because I had a little bit of a break in my schedule from NYPB. So I hit him up and I said, hey, man, do you want to play some Rocket League with me? And sure enough, me and AG started playing some Rocket League together. From there, around that same time when in March, we were kind of changing around hours at NYPB, and we had the conversation about, let's start streaming more. Everybody kind of pick a day. If we all kind of pick a day and kind of do our thing, we'll be able to catch on and keep on moving. And I decided to pick Monday. So Monday was my day. I started streaming, I want to say mid to late March is when I started streaming. And I remember on the exact same time, me, Blaze, Triz, Forture Austin, Dr. Lunatic, J-Cap, Buzz, Slushy, we were all kind of like building a Discord around that time because we wanted to build more onto the Rocket League community that we had building up from the roll-off from the end of esports, and then just kind of going into this pandemic, we wanted to build more. So we started like reaching out, getting more people involved, and I started running some tournaments, and AG started like actually streaming with me a little bit. I ran a couple tournaments for the high schoolers, and we actually got, are you live on Twitch? No, I'm not live on Twitch. That was an accident. I accidentally went live. I don't know how that even happened. That was an error. I was setting this up and then I went live on that. So I'm not live on Twitch. I'm live on here. So, but we started setting up tournaments. We started getting a lot of cool stuff kind of together. And like I said, that kind of gave me a huge like pick me up. It really gave me a nice little confidence boost because right around the same time that I started streaming, right around the same time all this craziness started happening, is when I started something that was probably one of the biggest things in my life. It's honestly one of the things that honestly, I think it made me more the person I am. It let me dive a little bit deeper into who I am, what I want to do, kind of where I want to go with things. And I guess I didn't know that I needed it until I did it. And I want to give a huge shout out to Corey May. Corey May hit me up and he goes, hey, man, have you ever thought about doing public speaking? And I was like, honestly, man, no, not really. And he was doing a challenge that his buddy Darren LaCroix had asked him to do, challenged him to a 90-day speaking challenge. So it started off as a 90-day speaking challenge. I remember on April 17th, I think is what I got written down here. I started streaming the speaking challenge, and I went about 4 or 5 days in and I messed up. Like I forgot to do it. And I was like, crap. So that very, 4 or 5 days later, I restarted all over again. I restarted the speaking challenge because I don't think people would have realized that I missed a day, like that I missed a beat in a way, because it was so early and so fresh to everything I was doing. But I knew it. I knew I missed a beat. So I actually started over. And as of today, I believe I'm on 251 consecutive videos on Facebook, just doing kind of positive challenges. Letting people know about what's going on in my life, just doing kind of a little daily recap, reminding people I love them, thank them for all the support that they do. It's just something that I kind of like to do every day. It's kind of like my daily end of the day recap kind of deal. Sometimes I get it pretty close to midnight. Sometimes I get it just after midnight. But for me, as long as I get it done before I go to bed that night around midnight, I'm fine with that. I like to try to do it earlier, but there's so many things that happen in the day. It's not always as easy. So I actually started streaming on NYPB. So I actually didn't get started on Joseph the Voice until the end of April. I think it was like one of the last weeks of April is when I actually got started streaming on Joseph the Voice, is when I was finally like, okay, I'm going to make my own. I was doing the speaking challenge already for a little while. I had already been, doing consecutive Monday streams. And I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to try my own thing. I'm going to see if I can, do this. I feel pretty confident about it. So let's try and do our own thing. So it wasn't with any expectation of, just like everything else, I just wanted to get people together. I wanted to unify people. I wanted to create more. And, I got in April is when I started. And like I said, it was last week. So you had like 5, 6, because like I said, every Monday. So it was like, I'm only doing them once a week. So it took me 6 weeks or so. And by the 7th week, I was literally getting my affiliate. So by mid-June, which would, that's a perfect timetable. By mid-June, I was already getting my affiliate. I started to create my own Discord. Things started amping up more. And I met a gentleman named Junior 1845. Super, super, super awesome person. Really tremendous human being. I thank you very much, Junior, for really helping, help build up my confidence to get me started. And then you introduced me to your favorite Canadian. So Brady, much love to you, bro. I mean, you've been here with me for 5, 6 months now. We've been working together. You helped design my logo. You've helped design my image. You're helping with my branding. You've been a huge, huge help to everything that I've been doing, and I appreciate you very much. Thank you. There's a lot of other people that I would honestly, as I'm going to continue, you're going to hear me thanking. But Canada, you have done a lot to help me out, and you've asked for very little. So I just want to give you a huge shout out and thank you for that. Following that, I just kind of kept networking, building out, because like I already had the relationship with Alma Green. I was already streaming. So I started kind of like meshing the worlds together. I started getting AG involved with my stuff, started talking with Aman about when he would end his stream. So I'm one of his moderators for his stream. So when he's streaming, I sit there and I kind of help facilitate things. We would talk about, hey, let's stream other athletes. We started like rating other people. Like we rated Austin Eckler. We rated Kyle Long. We rated Curtis Samuel. We rated Chris Conley. And we've rated many others as well. But it's nice because I got to build relationships with Chris Conley. I've done like tech work with me and Ian, the owner of Not Your Parents' Basement Gaming Lounge. I've done some work with him. I kind of got a little bit of my foot in the door with Austin Eckler when he first started streaming. I haven't really been on there too much lately, but I still am streamed to him and I still support him in every way. And I try to check him out, when I do have the chances. Curtis Samuel, I'm actually a moderator for him. So I help him out in all the different ways that I can. And I got to sit down with him soon. Me and Ian Ballantyne are going to have to sit down and do some more work with him, which thank you, Ian, for everything that you've done to this point. Like, it sucks that, in August of this year, I had to step away from Not Your Parents' Basement Gaming Lounge. So anybody who's not aware, anybody who is not familiar with what is going on, I, Joseph the Voice, I, Joseph Shurian, do not work for Not Your Parents' Basement Gaming Lounge. I stepped away from there in August of this year. It was kind of just like the pandemic was kind of happening, and there was a couple indifferences between management and ownership. And at the end of the day, between me streaming and kind of doing some other stuff, I kind of was looking for other opportunities. And the thing is by me doing that, it created more opportunity for me. So Reese, I mean, you can put the sad face, but at the end of the day, I still support NYPB. They're still one of my sponsors. I still work with Ian Ballantyne and I help him in any way that I can. But at the end of the day now, I'm building on my own thing. And I started building up on JTV Entertainment Group. I started building more up on Joseph the Voice, and that created more opportunities for me. And aside from all that, one of my friends, Denise Predney, contacted me and she said, "Hey, Joe, I got a question for you. Are you looking for work right now? Would you like to be a part of extended learning with Racine Unified School District?" And I go, you know what? Yeah, I stepped away from NYPB in August, and, I got some time on my hands. Aside from me doing streaming and stuff like that, I want to definitely find something that's in my wheelhouse that will work with what I'm doing. And she goes, all right, well, how about this? I'm going to send you over some information, take a look at it, and we can go from there. So she sends over the information. I look it over. And I'm like, so what is like the idea of all this? Like, what am I supposed to do? She goes, well, essentially you got to propose your own program. And I was like, wait, what? She's like, yeah, you got to propose your own program and they'll look it over. They'll see if they like it. And if they like it, they'll accept it. And then, we can get going from there. And all of a sudden, I'm filling out paperwork to become a instructor for Racine Unified School District as an after-school instructor for extended learning. And I proposed a program called Introduction to Esports, where I offered myself up to work with 5th to 8th grade level students and kind of build that earlier stage to the high school level, which will eventually build into the college level. As you can see, there's kind of a sway of emotion kind of going here where I hope to kind of build it up from one level all the way up to the top. And now I am working for Racine Unified School District, and it still to this day blows my mind. Starting January 4th, we're going to be back in class again. Obviously, we're on break right now, so I got a little bit of time. I'm working on making some other YouTube videos that are going to be prevalent and helpful to what we're doing on the educational realm with RUSD. I'm making sure that the students are an understanding of kind of what we're doing and where we're going. I know they're kind of a little bit of a toss-up right now, but I didn't expect to get over 20 students right away. I didn't expect there to be such a beautifully astounding outpour of support for it. It blows my mind. It puts a huge smile on my face. And I thank every single one of you for all the support that you have given me, because like I said, this year hasn't been easy. This year's been pretty rough, but hitting the growth and the levels that I've been hitting, being around 4,000 plus people on Twitch, nearing like 70 people or so now on YouTube, and just doing my best to get myself out there more and more, working with other people. I'm working on trying to get a collaboration with Ahmad Green going here soon, where me, him, Alex, who is a Sea of Thieves partner streamer, as well as a Twitch partner streamer, and BBXH, who is also a awesome Sea of Thieves streamer, and as well as a Twitch partner. So to find these types of people that I can work with, that I can collab with, it honestly puts a huge smile on my face, and it makes me super, super happy. So thank you very much, Ahmad Green. Thank you very much, BBXH. And thank you very, very much, Alex. You guys have been super awesome and accepting and understanding. It literally, like I said, it puts a huge smile on my face. I wouldn't be kind of in the position I am without you guys kind of pushing me and giving me that boost of confidence. There's been a lot of people who have been in my corner. Bronthos, me and Bronthos, he helps me out with a lot of stuff on the back, and you guys might not even know him too well, but that's my buddy Justin Dozy. He always says to me, he goes, you know what? I don't do that much. I don't really do anything. I just kind of started. But like the thing is he's been in my corner for years. Like we can go back like years, like me working at NYPB and him kind of just being like, hey man, I'm here for you. If you need any help, you got any, questions, or you're trying to do anything, you can always reach out to me. He's just always been in my corner, always like rallying around me. And I remember he was one of the first people, like a while back, that he'd always refer to me as Coach Joe. He'd be like, you know what? When my kid's born, you're going to be coaching my kid one of these days. You're going to have an opportunity and you're going to be coaching my kid. And the thing is like, it blows my mind because, I mean, if I stay in the position I am and continue to grow, that could be a reality. I could be teaching his kid. I mean, I'm teaching some of my other friends' kids, and it blows my mind. It literally blows my mind. And I really hope that everyone really understands that for me, this is something that I put a lot of work into. I put a lot of effort into. I'm not going to be like, oh, I've lost a lot of sleep. Like I sleep the amount that I need to sleep, but I make sure that I get the work in. And people that know me, they warn me. They say, hey, take a step back, calm down, take a breather. Don't push yourself too hard. And I try not to. But at the end of the day, if you want to make progress, you got to move. You got to keep moving. You can't just stop. I mean, I'm looking at, like I said, wholesomely finishing and creating the JTV Entertainment Group. We're looking at already having merch being kind of developed and putting out there. I mean, I got t-shirts back here. We've been doing giveaways, kind of giving back to the community in many different ways. We just did a charity event with Santa Does Exist. Huge shout out to Jesse Booker. I love you, buddy. You're an amazing person. You've also done a lot to be in my corner. You've always been the hype man. You always rally around me. You really just, I don't know, you put a smile on my face, man. And it's really cool that nowadays I can have the opportunity of coaching your son and him being a part of the program that I'm doing over at Racine Unified School District. And I always want to say where, because like it's not me, it's not just me doing this. I wouldn't be in this position without you guys. So just the love and support and understanding that I'm trying to make a difference. I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to do more on a daily basis. Somebody today, Crazy Swiss, said something today to me in a stream, because he was asking around for mods about how much money did you and your followers make for Santa Does Exist. We raised over $500 for Santa Does Exist, the charity event that we did. 250 that went to Santa Does Exist, and then the rest of that actually got dispersed to Toys for Tots, as well as a few other streamers who are doing different charity events, and I dispersed some of the money accordingly throughout some of their streams as well. But yeah, it's been really crazy. Like I said, we've been doing a lot of different things. We're going to be starting a Fortnite. Reese is on it, Fortnite Fridays soon. So you guys can check me out on twitch.tv/JosephTheVoice. And you guys can check out Fortnite Fridays. I had 5 wins out of 6 games, my first time ever playing it. And I'm really hoping that I can still do well. I'm feeling very uncertain. I feel like you're going to see the rise and the fall of Joseph the Voice very quickly in his Fortnite career, but we're going to see what happens. I'm going to try. I'm going to stay confident. The building is just a lot. Basically it's getting to the point now where Coach Joe is going to become coached. Fortnite's going to be essentially the first game that you guys are going to coach me in. You guys are going to have to teach me. I'm going to have to learn from a bunch of different people. If you need it, I'll teach you. I know I got a lot of people telling me that. So I never thought 2021 would be the year that I'd be telling you that this guy right here is going to be a Fortnite player. So it's kind of crazy. I mean, YouTube's going to be amping up soon. Me and It's Juicebox 6 y'all are going to be doing a segment coming up here on Sundays, as well as I'm going to be doing some other different kind of segments in between. We're going to be interviewing some people. We're going to be sending out some different videos and stuff. I'm going to be trying to chop some people. I'm going to be chopping some footage up. Woo! But I'm also hoping to do a playthrough and put it up of me playing Cyberpunk, because I haven't even touched the game yet. So I know there's a lot of bugs that people have said that have been happening. But I'm not too worried. They'll get it down. They'll get it down. Most of the bugs are happening on console anyways. So I'll teach you how to crank. Yeah, most of the issues they're having are on console anyways. So I'm playing on PC, so I don't perceive there being too many issues. And I think it'll be fun. Personally, it looks like a pretty fun game, so I'm excited for that. So between that, doing some tutorial videos for Rocket League, doing some interview stuff, doing the once a month, support a local cause, just trying to find different ways to give back, trying to find different ways to inform you guys about the different things going on, the different people doing different things that are big in this world. I heard in Cyberpunk 2077, you can customize. Yeah, I've heard stuff like that too. It's not a game for kids, and that's honestly one of the reasons why I'm not going to be streaming it, because I don't think that it's a game. It barely even passes TOS for streaming. So even with you being able to like dumb it down, like I'm just going to play it on here. I'm just nah. So yeah, also we hit 5,000 for the counter by December 25th. So this guy ended up getting 3 gifted subs from your favorite Canadian. Much love to you, buddy. We had a little bit of a bet going on. As well as we ended up gifting out some Discord Nitro as promised. And another thing, so you guys are aware of it, so we do have an SNES still up for grabs. It's still up for grabs. So we're going to have to find a way to give this away soon. And I have some ideas in mind. I do have some ideas in mind, but we are going to be giving this away because Kingsman ended up winning it, but he decided because he had won some other stuff that he wanted to gift back to the community the opportunity to get it. So I will be keeping you guys informed. Check me out on my Discord. Maybe leave some comments below. We'll figure out a way of doing this. Don't worry about it. But I'm excited because everybody's been kind of, showing up, showing out, showing a lot of love lately. And I've been super, super, super happy about the way everything's been going. And I really just want to thank you guys, from the absolute bottom of my heart. Like I said, this last year has been really, really crazy. Really, really crazy. Even aside from all the stuff happening with COVID, there's been a lot of other things that have happened that have been very impactful in this world. I mean, the stuff that just happened in Tennessee recently. I mean, my prayers and my thoughts go out to you guys. That's absolutely just, that's sad. That means so much damage and so much, I don't get it. I just don't get it. But at the end of the day, as long as we all come together and we unite and we unify and we understand that we are bigger as one, and as long as we don't separate ourselves, I think we'll be fine. I think as long as we continue to maintain that family atmosphere and we create opportunities where we can come together, we can have fun, we can smile, and we can enjoy one another's company, I think we'll be fine. But we have to try. We have to work harder. We have to apply ourselves. And basically, at the end of the day, what I want all of you to know is that if I decided to sit back, if I decided not to do anything this year, if I decided that I was just going to let all the other outside variables knock me down and take me out, I wouldn't be where I am today. There wouldn't be a Joseph the Voice stream. There wouldn't be a JTV Entertainment Group YouTube channel. There wouldn't be these giveaways and all this cool fun and stuff happening. Like, I wouldn't have been able to do it without your support. I mean, sticking together, showing the love, showing those around you that you love them and helping lift them up in many different ways is what we should do for one another. And you have a wonderful night, Reese. So do what you can to, try to lift those up around you, help put a smile on their faces, because you never know, even the smallest gestures that you guys are doing, you guys following me, you guys subscribing to me, you guys just, hanging out, sending a comment, shooting me a message, whatever it might be. It literally puts a huge smile on my face, and it brings a tear to my eye. I mean, I can be an emotional person sometimes, guys. I'll be honest with you. I can be emotional. I try to do my best to keep things under wrap, but this year it's been a roller coaster ride. It's been ups and downs. A lot of people have lost their lives, unfortunately, due to COVID and other, serious illnesses because of everything happening with COVID at the same time, restricting hospital space. It's been a crazy year, but I think that this year has shown me more than ever that finding the time to unify with those around you, finding the time to, hold your brothers and sisters in arm and do your best to lift them up and, give them opportunities to not necessarily distract themselves, but keep them entertained so they don't have to constantly sit in that mindset. That's probably the biggest thing. One second. Finding ways to break that mindset, that cabin fever, that urge that you get to just, want to start screaming and yelling and, smashing things. You just feel like you've been all bottled up for too long. So I'm proud to see everybody at the end of the day, just maintaining all the support. And going forth, I want you guys to know we're still going to be doing plenty of giveaways. We're going to be finding more ways to get JTV merch out there. So you guys can go check out misery'scorner.com/JTV. And you guys can check out all the awesome stuff over there where we've definitely made the prices more affordable for you. So you guys can get, stuff for the whole family if you need to. I definitely would like to see as much of that JTV merch out there as we can, whether it's the t-shirts, whether it's the masks. And I did just get my mask in, but unfortunately it's in my jacket pocket because I was using it because I wanted to support the brand. And it puts a smile on my face. And then seeing all the photos that people have been sending me of them wearing the merch, like, that is freaking awesome. I'm looking at getting the sweatshirts made soon. So there's so many cool things going on. There's so many awesome reasons for you to subscribe, for you to follow, for you just to continue all the support that you've been doing. Because guess what, guys? It's not stopping. We're going to keep on amping it up. We're going to keep on doing more. We're going to keep on having fun. And give me all the feedback. If you guys got anything you guys want to talk about, you guys got something you want to say, you guys want to, hey, you should try to collaborate with this person. Hey, you should go reach out to that person. Hey, you should try out this game. Let me know. I know earlier today, me and my buddy Justin Dozy were sitting there just hanging out, and I was like, hey, man, we're watching Squid the Manimal, and he's playing Darkest Dungeon. And I'm like, man, this game looks pretty cool. I watched a different streamer, Loud Rubric, playing it, and I was like, this looks pretty cool. And it's only $15 for everything. I was like, unfortunately, I don't have the money at the moment, but I get paid soon. I was like, it's, the Steam sale ends on the 5th. So, yeah, my buddy Dozy ended up getting it for me. Long story short, Dozy got it for me. I've been playing it literally all day. It's one of the reasons why the video didn't start at 7 o'clock and it started at 7:30, because all of a sudden it was like 6 o'clock and then it was 7 o'clock and, time had just gone. So much love to you, Dozy. Thank you very much, buddy. At the end of the day, though, I love all you guys very much. I love every single one of you. I thank you very much for all the support you give me on a regular basis. From the bottom of my heart, I couldn't ask for a better family, a better support system. And I'm proud. I'm proud to be in the position I am. I'm proud that you guys allow me to be in this position, and you allow me to entertain you. You allow me to be a part of your lives. And I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will talk to you guys next week. Have a good one.